In today's video, we're looking at a brand new power station from a company you might never have heard of unless you're an electrician. Now, Klein Tools has been around since 1857, and they've got to be one of the most respected names in the electrical tool industry. This is the all-new KTB1000, and this thing is designed for professional use for someone that wants to replace their existing gas generator. And this thing is built like a tank, and it can put out a lot of electricity with 1500 continuous watts along with 3000 surge watts. And there are plenty of other power stations on the market that could match or maybe even beat the specs of this unit, but the difference is they're not going to last taking them to work every day, bringing them to a job site with dust, dirt, and just generally getting beat up. This one is designed to be like a tank that has rubber bumpers on the side, solid handles on the top that are so strong, you could even tie the unit down in a truck. Another cool feature I love is they built this storage compartment right into the top of the unit, and you know pros are never going to read any manuals, so they've also put these quick reference labels right on the inside. And that compartment is surprisingly big. You can fit the unit's AC charger along with all the cords, or you can just use it as a space for tools, your phone, or keeping other stuff in there. Another big difference here is you've got a built-in air cleaner. If you've ever worked on any type of a job site, there's always dirt and debris in the air, and regular power stations are not going to last long if the fans and electronics are getting filled with dirt. This filter is simple to remove and it's reusable. You just rinse the dirt off, put it back in place, and now your power station is ready to use again. You use this in the same way that you use a regular gas generator, except when you want AC power, you just turn this thing on with one button, and now you can plug your appliances in or your tools, and you're ready to use them. It draws 1300 watts on high, so we do them both together. The unit knows that it has a huge power load, and it's going to need to stay cool. This model is equipped with smart fans, meaning that they're only going to turn on when needed, but when these fans are on full, they do make quite a bit of noise, but that's actually a good thing because if you're going to use this on a job site, it's going to be hot and you definitely don't want this thing overheating, and a pro is going to want to depend on this every single day. And this unit's got a lot of power. You can run table saws, cutting tools, pumps, and all sorts of construction stuff, but you can also run your electronics. You've got 3 USB-Cs along with 3 regular USB, and you've also got a 12-volt plug that you can use for standard car accessories. Now eventually the battery on this thing is going to run down, and you're going to have to recharge it, but Klein approached this really differently, thinking about how a professional would use it. Now, it's not uncommon that a power station can use solar panels, but this one's pretty cool because it takes up to 400 watts of solar input. They came up with these ultra small 60-watt solar panels. They've got built-in stands, they just fold out in 2 sections, so they just take a couple of seconds to set up. And they've got daisy chain connectors built right into the panel, so you're not going to be looking for any type of adapter. Just plug one panel into the other, and then put the remaining cord right into the power station. And because this model supports simultaneous power use and charging, what you're doing here with these small panels is you're extending the runtime of the unit. This can be a much better option than trying to recharge the unit completely in the middle of a workday. And you can use other brands of solar panels, including this built-in carbon fiber model that might work on top of a van or a truck as a permanent installation. You can also recharge this model by plugging it right into the wall. They actually include 2 different AC adapters. The small one plugs right into the front, and the benefit of this one is it's the one that can store right in the storage compartment. But this small charger is going to take you about 11 hours if you're charging this thing up all the way from 0, but they've also included this fast charger. And you can use the fast charger a couple of different ways. You can plug it in by itself, but if you combine it with that smaller charger, you can charge this thing from 0 to 80% in about 2.5 hours. The nice plus is the smart display. When you're charging it up, it's going to tell you exactly how much time it's going to take until it's fully charged, and if you're using power, it's going to tell you the time estimate of how long you have before you're going to run out. Another simple way you can recharge this thing while you're driving is to plug it right into your cigarette lighter, and they do give you this 12-volt charging cord right in this kit. And remember, no matter how you're recharging this unit, you can be using electricity at the same time. I ran this one for about 2 weeks, did all different types of jobs, and I didn't have any issues at all. But I also wanted to verify the electronics, so I connected up to my meter, verified that it's got pure sine power, so you should be able to run any type of sensitive electronics or equipment. I also did some heat tests, so I ran 1500 watts for about an hour, and that's the maximum continuous wattage this unit can run. Checked the heat, and this thing stayed really cool. And finally, for the price, and it's actually some good news because they're selling this one for $1,299. Now if you compare that Milwaukee power station I saw last year, that thing is $2,300. So if you're looking for a rugged power station that you can take to work with you every single day and it will actually hold up, this is definitely one to consider. And hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're not already for more videos coming up.